I have a question. I don't know. Something's just been like eating at me a little bit. Look, I don't want to accuse you, but there's just some things that I've seen from you that you've willingly shown me in different settings. And I'm starting to like put the pieces together. And look, maybe this is my paranoia. Like, I could be totally wrong, but it's making me feel like maybe you have a girlfriend? I mean, can you blame me for just like how you act in this situation or how you act in this situation or what I see here, what I see there, and like merging like all the facts together? Like, can you see how it could come off as maybe like you have a girlfriend? I know I've asked you before or like teased with it before, like, hey, oh, like your girlfriend, or yeah, well, that must be your girlfriend, or da da da. You have a girlfriend? You have a girlfriend. And you're always like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. In fact, I seem to remember one time you said to me that you've never had a girlfriend before. And how old are you now? 24? Are you 23 now or 24? 24. I feel like you said that to me. I feel like you said that specifically. I've never had a girlfriend before. If you are like that age and you have never had a girlfriend before, and you are as hot as you are, and you did graduate college, right? So you do carry a bachelor's degree. You're telling me you've never had a girlfriend? That's by choice. You not having a girlfriend then, if that's the truth, is by choice. Or you're just so shy, like you'll never even speak to anyone first, ever. But even so, with the way your appearance is, I feel like at least someone would walk up to you and say hello. I mean, sometimes, with guys that are as hot as you, sometimes only like thought hoes have the confidence to like say hello first. But I just, and I know, like, I just don't see how feasibly it could work ever. I think we're very different people. I think there's a large age gap. I think that, like, for me, I have to actively practice giving a fuck. Like, I kind of need to give a little bit more of a fuck from, like, how I have not given a fuck in my life. And I really also, from what I've seen, feel like you are the complete opposite. That you have always like given a fuck, and now you're trying to give a bit less of a fuck. But what I'm saying is, I think you not wanting to expose the fact that you have a girlfriend. I really think you have a fucking girl. I really think you have a girlfriend. And you know what? If you're gonna, the lying almost pisses me off, but at the same time it doesn't. And I'm gonna explain that to you, because I can see how you really give a fuck about how your friends and your family perceive you. And I can see that you give a fuck about maybe not how I perceive you, but I think you've kept things intact for such an extended amount of time that you do care about keeping me around for personal reasons randomly. And I think you know that if I knew that you had a girlfriend, that I would kind of like back up a little bit more. So in that regard, I think you do care what people think about you, because you care about what you get out of certain experiences. You don't want to be made fun of. You want to be in control of the situation. I see that in you. maybe you do need to give less of a fuck. But you know what? I also admire you because I think that I could aspire to be more like you and my life would be more productive and lucrative. But in this case, I don't think those two opposing personalities meshing into like a permanent bond where our worlds mix would be a good idea. I don't think it would be a compatible idea. But I do enjoy you. I have fun with you, and I can love and appreciate you for who you are and not be mad at it for some reason. I think maybe that's because I'm in this separate space. Maybe I couldn't handle it full time. But I just want you to know that I'll never purposefully try to come in between you and your girlfriend if you have one and I find out about it. And if she texts me, I'll stay out of it. And I always hated girls like this, and I've never been that girl, you know? I was always like the good girlfriend who like would get upset and mad and cry and like blow up like a random girl's phone because she was like texting my man, and when she wouldn't reply I would just get so mad. It's just like, why won't you fucking acknowledge my existence? Why won't you do anything? Why won't you stop? And I never understood why they would just like completely just ignore me and just live their lives. So maybe you give me like a certain level of healing, like being the other girl. Because I know I'm crying, I'm getting emotional, but it feels like me like getting the best of you and not having to experience like that full attachment where I give my vulnerability to you and you crush it. And maybe that's really bad. And I would never do this to one of my friends. I would never do this to one of my friends. And I hope you know that. But I like having you around, and if you want me to like not text you at all unless you text me first, please know that like you can tell me that gently and I'll be understanding. But I'm grateful for you in my life. Maybe that's like what love is. More so than the love we familiarize ourselves with, you know, when people get married and say like I do. But then like it's really not till death do you part. It's so conditional, right? It's like nowadays they catch you cheating once and they're just gone. Or maybe you didn't even cheat. Maybe they just decide one day someone else excites them more and they're gone. Maybe enduring a certain level of pain to keep someone in your life instead of just leaving or blocking it out is what love is really about. You know? So, when I say I love you, I want you to understand what that means. But, I do love you. And I hope you love you. And I hope whoever is with you all the time loves you too. And I know you're really trying to take care of yourself and take care of everyone else's heart. And I hope that you're happy. I hope you're happy.